Bali is a dream. Lush rice terraces, ocean sunsets, temples that touch the sky. But for all its beauty, there's a hidden side no one puts on postcards: the scams. From crafty con artists to subtle tourist traps, even seasoned travelers can get caught off guard. In this video, we're exposing the top 5 scams in Bali, what they look like, how they work, and exactly how to avoid them. So before you pack your bags and board that flight, watch this all the way through. Let's keep your Bali trip safe, smooth, and unforgettable. 5. The beach bracelet or Henna scam. You're enjoying a beach day in Kuta, Seminyak, or Nusa Dua when a friendly local, often a woman or child, approaches with a bracelet, henna kit, or handmade craft. They smile and offer it as a gift or souvenir to remember Bali. The scam. If you accept or even hesitate, they'll place it on you, then demand payment, often $5 to $10. If you resist, more vendors may surround you, pressuring you to pay. Some claim you agreed without realizing. Why it works. This scam targets tourists when they're relaxed. The vendors seem friendly at first, but shift quickly, using persistence and public pressure to corner you into paying. How to avoid it? Don't let anyone put something on you or start henna without clear consent. Be cautious when approached by beach vendors. If it feels off, it probably is. Say a firm but polite, "No, thank you." Walk away if needed. Keep valuables hidden and avoid flashing cash. Pro tip: if someone demands payment for something you didn't ask for, stay calm and disengage. They rely on awkwardness, not legitimacy. 4. The overpriced taxi ride scam. Bali is notorious for its chaotic transport scene, especially for new arrivals. You land at Ngurah Rai Airport or just need a quick ride to your hotel, and a taxi driver quickly approaches, offering you a ride. You hop in, assuming everything is good to go. After all, it's just a short drive, right? Instead of using the meter, the driver claims that it's broken or not available and offers to take you to your destination for a flat rate that sounds reasonable at first. However, once you reach your destination, the fare is dramatically inflated. Some drivers will even deliberately loop around the island or make unnecessary detours to run up the meter. Others may say, "This is the local price," or apply random extra charges, leaving you to deal with a much larger bill than you expected. Why it works. This scam preys on the confusion around Bali's transportation system. There's a mix of official and unofficial taxis, and without a clear understanding of the fare system, many tourists either feel too rushed or too intimidated to question the price. Additionally, people may not be familiar with the local routes, so drivers can take advantage of this lack of knowledge. How to avoid it? Always use Bluebird taxis, the most reliable and well-known company with a metered system. They even have an app that makes it easy to book a taxi at a fair price. Avoid hailing taxis on the street, especially those that don't display a recognizable logo. Instead, book through the Bluebird app or Grab, Southeast Asia's Uber equivalent, for a reliable metered service. If you must take an unmetered taxi, agree on a price before you start the ride, and make sure it aligns with the general rates for the area. At the airport, avoid the random drivers who approach you directly. Instead, head to the official taxi booth, where fares are set and regulated. Pro tip: if a driver tells you the meter isn't working, politely refuse and find another ride. A legitimate driver will have no problem using the meter. 3. The tour guide commission scam. You're exploring a popular tourist destination like Ubud's rice terraces, Tanah Temple, or the beaches of Uluwatu when a friendly local approaches you with an offer to show you around. They tell you they know hidden spots, special places to eat, or secret viewpoints that most tourists miss. Sounds like a great deal, right? What sounds like an impromptu offer for a local guide quickly turns into a situation where you're led to overpriced restaurants, souvenir shops, or attractions where the guide earns a commission for bringing tourists in. The costs are inflated, sometimes even double or triple what you'd normally pay, and often you only realize it after you've already been sucked into the tour. At this point, it's hard to back out without looking rude or losing the money you've already paid. Why it works. Tourists are often unfamiliar with Bali's prices, and in the excitement of exploring a new place, can easily be lured into paying much more than they should. The guides are highly skilled in reading people and are often very persuasive. convincing you that you're getting an exclusive deal or experience. How to avoid it? Politely decline any unsolicited offers for personal tours. Stick to booking official tours through your hotel, hostel, or reputable online platforms like Get Your Guide or Klook. Before going on any kind of tour, always clarify the price and what's included. If the guide says, "Don't worry, it's cheap," that's a red flag. If the guide's offer seems too convenient or the price too low, be cautious. Legitimate guides usually have a clear set price or a uniform. Pro tip: genuine licensed guides often wear uniforms and have identification, especially at high-profile tourist spots like the Ubud Monkey Forest or Pura Tanah Lot. 2. The Temple Sarong Trap. Visiting Bali's incredible temples like Uluwatu, Besaki, or Tanah Lot is a must for any traveler. You're ready to take in the beauty of these ancient sites, but as you approach the entrance, a friendly local approaches and tells you that you must rent or buy a sarong before you can enter. This is often presented as a cultural or religious necessity. The vendor claims that it's mandatory to wear a sarong to enter, but they're charging far above what's reasonable. Sometimes the price can be as high as 100,000 Indonesian rupiah, around $6 to $8, but many temples actually provide free sarongs as part of the entrance fee or charge a very small rental fee, usually around 20,000 Indonesian rupiah, $1 to $2. These scammers take advantage of tourists' lack of knowledge and the reverence people have for sacred sites, using guilt and confusion to pressure them into paying more. Why it works? Temples in Bali are important cultural and religious sites, and tourists often don't want to seem disrespectful. Scammers rely on this, exploiting the visitor's desire to follow the proper cultural practices, even when they're misinformed. How to avoid it? Check online or ask at the official ticket booth to see if a sarong rental is included in the entrance fee. Bring your own sarong or scarf. These are lightweight, inexpensive, and easy to pack. If someone approaches you before the ticket booth, walk past them without engaging. Most likely, they're just trying to get you to pay extra. Some temples have official signage indicating that sarongs are available for free. Be on the lookout for this. Pro tip: genuine temple staff won't hassle you or make you feel pressured. If you're approached aggressively about sarong rentals or purchases, it's a scam. 1. The money changer magic trick scam. You're walking around a popular area like Kuta, Seminyak, or Ubud, and you notice a money changer offering an exchange rate that seems too good to be true. The place looks official, and you're eager to get the best deal on your cash, so you step in to exchange. The scam. The money changer starts counting your currency slowly, sometimes showing you a calculator with an exchange rate that seems just right. However, while they're talking to you or folding the bills, they slip a few of your notes under the counter or into their lap without you noticing. When you leave, you think you've been given a good deal, only to realize later you're short hundreds or even thousands of rupiah. Why it works? These scammers rely on creating a false sense of security. They may have signs posted about their official business, or even show you a business license or a certificate to make you feel confident. The slow, deliberate counting adds to the illusion of honesty, which is why many tourists fall victim to it. How to avoid it? Always count the money yourself before leaving. Use a calculator you brought with you, not theirs. Stick to authorized, well-known money changers, especially those inside banks or those with glass counters and visible CCTV. Look for places without flashy signs or street advertising, which can often indicate a scam. Pro tip: if the exchange rate seems too good to be true, it probably is. Stick to reputable places to avoid falling victim. Don't let scams ruin your Bali trip. Just stay sharp and enjoy the adventure. Which scam shocked you most? Comment below, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more smart travel tips. Safe travels!